Nitong mga nakaraang araw, nalagay si President Duterte sa halos lahat ng major na pahayagan sa buong mundo dahil ito sa pagmumura raw niya kay President Obama ng Amerika na sinabihan raw niya ng putang ina. Ang isa sa pinakamagandang pag-aaral sa nangyari na ito ay hindi lamang kung paano binaluktot ng mga inutil na miyembro ng media ang sinabi ni President Duterte. Alam naman natin na hindi minura ni President Duterte si President Obama. Ang nais ko bigyan niyo ng pansin ay kung gaano kabilis kumalat ang kasinungalingan at pambabuloktot ng katotohanan. Sa bilis ng pagkalat ng balita na yan, makikita nyo na may makinarya talaga ang kultong dilaw upang siraan si President Duterte kay President Obama. Ang tawag dyan sa sistemang yan, yung kultong dilaw may mga publicists at media buyers. May mga connection sila sa media, isang tawag lang, lalabas agad ang balita. Ganyan din ang ginawa nila sa mga Marcos mula pa noong 1986. Hanggang ngayon, alam mo ang maganda sa Amerikano, pinapatakbo nila ang utak nila at isipan nila. Una, nagsalita ang Deputy National Security Advisor na si Ben Rhodes tungkol sa Obama-Duterte meeting. Diyan yung mapapansin na hindi nila sinisisi si Duterte at nais talaga nilang malaman ang totoong sinabi ng konteksto at pagmumura ni Presidente Duterte.
We regularly meet with the leaders of our treaty allies where we have differences. Whether it relates to human rights practices or derogatory comments, we take the opportunity of those meetings to raise those issues directly.
Tapos nagsalita si Hillary Clinton. Alam din natin, naiintindihan niya yung miscommunication between President Obama at President Duterte. Pakinggan niyo.
When you meet with anyone, ally or adversary, you come in with a list of issues that are important to be raised. You determine what they are. On the other side, they determine what they want to raise. And clearly, the president was going to raise concerns that are global about what is going on in the Philippines with extrajudicial killings of alleged drug dealers that is now somewhere up near 2,000 killings. And when the president of the Philippines insulted our president, it was appropriate in a very low-key way to say, sorry, no meeting. And since then, there's been an apology and an expression of regret, which is appropriate. The Philippines are a treaty ally of the United States. We have a mutual defense treaty. We have millions of Filipino Americans living in our country. We owe a great debt to Filipino soldiers who fought alongside the United States in World War II. I was proud as a senator to fight for their recognition and their well-deserved pensions.
Sa sinabi ni Clinton, yan yung mapapansin na yung mga tauhan ni President Duterte ay walang direct line of communication kay President Obama. Sa sinabi ni Clinton, pinaalala niya sa mga tauhan ni President Obama na dapat malaman nila kung ano talaga ang ibig sabihin ng pagbumura ni President Duterte. Alam niyo ba kung bakit tinawag na intelligence community ang mga nagbibigay ng impormasyon kay President Obama? Dahil intelligent at matalino talaga ang paghanap nila ng katotohanan ukol kay President Duterte. Resulta ng intelligence gathering at tamang impormasyon ng Amerikano at mga tauhan ni President Obama.
I did shake hands with President Duterte last night. It was not a long interaction, and what I indicated to him is that my team should be meeting with his and determine how we can move forward on a whole range of issues. As I said when I was asked about this in China, I don't take these comments personally because it seems as if this is a phrase he's used repeatedly, including directed at the Pope and others, and so I think it seems to be just a habit, a way of speaking for him. But as I said in China, we want to partner with the Philippines on the particular issue of narco traffickers, which is a serious problem in the Philippines. It's a serious problem in the United States and around the world. On that narrow issue, we do want to make sure that the partnership we have is consistent with international norms and rule of law. So we're not going to back off our position that if we're working with a country whether it's on anti-terrorism, whether it's on going after drug traffickers. As despicable as these networks may be, as much damage as they do, it is important, from our perspective, to make sure that we do it the right way.
Tapos ano sasabihin at isusulat ng mga nasa Rappler? Palalabasin nila na direksyong sinasabi ni Obama kay Duterte ang right way. Pinapalabas ng Rappler, personalan ang tirahan ni Duterte at ni Obama. Mga putang ina nyo, Rappler. Tapos idadagdag pa ng mga putang inang mga nasa Rappler, Obama-Duterte clash over brutal crime war. Sisisihin pa si Duterte na naglalabas ng mga impormasyon na karapat-dapat lang. Kasi gusto niyang sabihin yan sa Amerika at sa buong Southeast Asia. Pero ilalabas ng Rappler na nagkakagulo si Obama at si Duterte para lang sabihin na nag-aaway sila. Ganyang kahayop yung mga putang inang mga journalist dyan sa Rappler. Kaya kayong mga putang inang kultong dilaw na mga kasanib ng mga idiots, kaya ninyong utuin ng kapwa ninyong mga inutil at idiots. Uulitin ko para malilaw, putang ina ninyong mga kultong dilaw na idiots na bumabaluktot sa katotohanan. Kakampi ni President Duterte ang talino at kayong mga idiots at inutil, magkutuan kayo sa sarili nyo.